Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. Today I am at Sepang International Circuit, where I am not actually here to go check my car or anything like that. It is just parked somewhere over there in the parking. But I am here to check out my friend's car, which is a Myvi G3. His name is Hariz. I'm sure some of you might recognize him. So I'm gonna go check out his car and see him do a few laps. Who knows, maybe I might get a chance to hop on board for a lap maybe, but we'll see how it goes. No confirmations or anything yet, but stay tuned to find out if I get to hop on board his car and go for a lap around Sepang. It is actually my first time here, so I'm not really familiar with the place, but as you can see, currently behind me is the pit area. So he is at pit 19, but I went there just now. He's not there yet because I was informed that he went to the driver briefing. So in a few minutes I think he'll be back because the session starts at 9 a.m. So yeah, I think let's head on over there and see how things goes. Also, I'm sorry for the loud engine noises at the back. I'm not sure why their engine is on, but yeah, I can't do anything about it. I hope I'm just speaking loud enough for you guys to hear me. So yeah, let's head on over to pit 19. The weather seems pretty great today for track conditions, of course, but there are a few dark clouds like here. I just hope the weather holds out. I mean, it's only like this patch of dark clouds, but otherwise it seems pretty bright out. Weather seems pretty good and the track seems pretty dry. I think there are already a queue of cars out there ready to go out for track, waiting for the signal to go out. And yeah, this is the viewing stand. Like usually people will be here, but yeah, this is my first time like at the pits lane area where I would see Formula 1 cars come here to get their tires changed like in 3 seconds or so. So yeah, this is my friend's car. As you can see, all the preparations are ready. I think I need to get out of the way because people want to get out on track, like I can see here, so I should move aside a bit. So yeah, this is his Myvi G3. He recently brought it to track and he said his tires are a bit worn, but who knows, with the better conditions today he might be able to put out a better time compared to his previous time, which was 2 minutes and 58 seconds. You can check out his video. I'll leave a link in the description below to his track video. As you can see, some cars just returned from a few laps. They're going back to do some checks or whatever. I don't know, I have no clue. I've never done a track day before, but yeah, most of the cars that went out already came back to, I don't know, cool down or something. And I see just now, Mio is probably checking out his car, adjusting some settings, whatever. And I think they will be here for a bit, then they will head out again after this. And out he goes one more time. currently I'm at turn 1. I just walked here all the way from the paddocks which were back over there. I mean the pits which are over there. So I came here just to take like a good few shots of some cars going through turn 1. And most of them went by just now. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and stand by for more cars to come, because they are approaching, as you can hear. One out lap and one full lap, is it?
No, I can do any lap.
Okay, good.
As many as you want actually.
Alright.
If you want to record, just record.
Yeah, I just want to like record one lap and then just sit down and just experience the lap.
Okay.
Oh, they cool down that fast, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially the tires actually. But
Surprising.
this one feels quite okay, so I might just push it.
Okay. compared to just like going for Toge and this. Oh my god.
Right? I don't know.
It's so different. Like, oh my god. Okay, so I just got out of the car after going for about 2 full laps on Mio's car, and oh my god. I was just holding on for dear life. I came back to my car for a bit just to get water because it's so hot out there. I was at turn 1 just now grabbing a lot of pics, and then it got extremely hot, and then I got in the car. Of course there was no aircon, and that was hot as well. So yeah, I went back to get my car, and then I'm gonna head over back to the pit just to chill there because like there's no shade at all here. So I'm gonna head over to the pits after this. Okay, so the session just ended, the 9 to 11 a.m. session, and yeah, all the cars have returned to their respective pits, and the cars for the next session have actually arrived and they are queuing up to head out. So I will be leaving this place soon because yeah, don't want to get in people's way and such. And it finally heads on home after a good solid 2 hours. This car it was on the track quite a lot. And damn, yeah, everyone's going home now. And meanwhile, all the other cars are set up and ready to. Okay, so now we have 2 drivers who drove their cars on track today. First we have Hariz with his Myvi G3, and we have Irfan with his 2021 Saga. Alright, so to start off with Hariz, how was your experience today after driving on track for about 2 hours?
Okay, alright. The reason that I joined today's Trackday is not to set any personal best, although I did try, but it was mostly about bringing my friends for a taxi ride around Sepang to share the experience. And yeah, I went there with that mindset, and I just wanted to have fun with my friends.
Okay, so what about Irfan? How is your experience today after driving on Sepang?
So far it's been a great learning experience. I get to know the limits of my car and to learn what I need to do at the limit of grip. And it can be applied in normal road conditions for like driving safely and all that. Yeah.
Okay, so a question for the both of you. So after you've driven on track today, what can you say, you know, what have you learned after driving, like what needs to be improved to your car and such? So we can start off with Mir.
Well, to me at least, my car is somewhat how I always imagine it to be. So there weren't any major issues except from the lack of power, which is normal for a car that is not modern ECU wise. I had no problem with braking because I've actually improved my braking point and also my braking technique. It was something that I had to like address for the past 2 track days before. I have also like improved my racing line. Previously it was a bit messy because I had doubts with my car, but after having plenty of seat time, I actually learned the characteristic of the car. And yeah, from there I've learned what's the limit of the car, which is Myvi, and yeah, it's alright.
Okay, so now moving on to Irfan. What can you say what you've learned after driving on track today after almost 2 hours?
As a beginner and a first timer, the most important thing is seat time and getting as much laps as possible. And unfortunately, my pretty much stock car can't really handle multiple hot laps, therefore I need to improve my brakes because they tend to overheat and prevent me from going on more laps. But besides that, I have to accept the fact that my car is a 1.3 Saga. I cannot expect it to go really fast. However, the handling and the balance of the car is to my liking, and that's about it lah.
One last question before we head off. When do you guys expect to return to Sepang for another track day?
Perhaps next year, mid next year.
And as for me, it might be sometime soon, but it will still be somewhere in 2022 because I have to address a few issues. Mainly is the tires because my tires are worn out, and I might do a little bit more improvement to the car, especially in the weight reduction aspect. Other than that, I think my car is towards its completion, and I'm gonna move on to bigger and better things and probably find myself a new track car in 2022.
Okay, so there you have it. That sums up my first time experience being at Sepang, watching the cars going around the track. Well, at least for the main stretch, and also up to turn 1. And also my first time being on track, being driven around by someone who has quite the experience driving around Sepang. If you're wondering whether I will be, bringing my own car to track someday, probably not within this year, but in the near future, hopefully maybe next year. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I have a lot of things to work on my car before I can bring it to track, but I am tempted to bring my car now as it is, almost completely stock, with the exception of fresh tires, throttle controller, and yeah, that's pretty much it actually. But I am tempted to bring my car to track because one, I get to see create a benchmark for my car and have the experience of driving around the track. But no promises as to when that will be, though it is on the bucket list, of course, to bring this car onto Sepang someday. And yeah, that's all for this video. Leave a like if you like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.